Hey guys, it's Anarchy. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a pretty cool video that I've been working on for a really long time. In fact, pretty much the whole past 2 months. Basically, since I've been in lockdown, I've been kind of going crazy and I wanted a big project to work on that showcased everything I like, such as cosplay and beauty and creating content and TikTok and stuff like that. And if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I love Disney, and I especially love the Disney princesses, and I especially love cosplaying the Disney princesses. And I have a bunch of Disney princess cosplays I've done already, but I haven't done all of them. So this quarantine, I decided to cosplay all of the Disney princesses. Most of the Disney princesses. You'll see what I mean in a second. So the first question I had to answer was, how many Disney princesses are there and who are they? So according to my research, as in the first result on Google, the original 8 official Disney princesses were Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Pocahontas, and Mulan. And I think I read somewhere else that Tinkerbell was also involved in that at some point. She's not a princess at all, so I don't know why. So originally there was 8, but then since that list was made, there have obviously been more movies. There's been the Frozen series, which has 2 princesses who then become queens across movies. That's a whole separate thing. And then also Frozen is also considered its own franchise. Technically, Anna and Elsa are not Disney princesses. They are part of the Frozen franchise because they made so much money for the Walt Disney Company. And then there's the princesses who people say are princesses but aren't. Like Kita, who even though she is a princess in her movie, does not count as a Disney princess because she didn't make enough, her movie didn't make enough money, because that is a secret rule to being a Disney princess. The whole thing is a giant mess, but there are 2 official qualifiers to being a Disney princess as outlined by Disney, and a third that is outlined by the actual results of what the official Disney princess list is. You have to be royal by blood or by marriage, which most of the princesses qualify under that, or you have to have performed a great act of bravery or courage, which is literally just there so Mulan can be a princess. And the third secret rule is your movie had to have made Disney a ton of money, but technically not too much money, because that kicked Anna and Elsa out, even though that's a whole, we'll get there. So with that in mind, there are so many women who could be considered Disney princesses. There are so many who are official. It's a whole thing, but for my purposes and because of a few things I wanted to do, I decided to reference that scene in Wreck-It Ralph 2 where Vanellope goes into the princess room, because that seems like a pretty good list. And it also weirdly involves Merida, who is a Pixar princess, but Pixar is Disney, and honestly Pixar is so Disney at this point that you can't tell the difference. So whatever, we're using that list. So if you mention Esmeralda or Kita or anyone else in the comments, I know, I love them, but they're technically not Disney princesses. Life's unfair. Just deal with it for right now. With that being said, I decided to cosplay those princesses minus Mulan and Pocahontas, because personally I don't feel comfortable cosplaying them. So now I have my list of princesses, which is Cinderella, Belle, Anna, Merida, Snow White, Elsa, Sleeping Beauty / Aurora, Jasmine, Moana, Rapunzel, Ariel, and Tiana. So now that we have our list of princesses, let's go over the princesses I already had. First up is Jasmine. I love Princess Jasmine because Aladdin is one of my favorite movies. So she's always been one of my favorite princesses to cosplay. So obviously I've already cosplayed her, but the cosplay I have for Jasmine is really cheap. I got it for like $30 on Wish. There's actually a video where you can see me reviewing it on my channel. And it's super accurate to the cartoon, but it's not very well made, and it's not very flattering to the body, especially me. I do not have Princess Jasmine's body. I don't think anyone has Princess Jasmine's body, but you would have to basically, in my opinion, be a supermodel to make that costume look good. And I am far from a supermodel. So I got a new costume for her. It's a custom made costume I got from Hannah Castle Store. You're going to hear that name a lot in this video because I got quite a few costumes from her, and it's actually custom made, so I sent in my measurements and got back a costume in a few weeks. I actually really love the quality of it, and I think it looks really, really nice. It looks very similar to what Jasmine used to wear in the parks before they gave her a more covered up and honestly historically accurate look to wear in the parks. So it's the perfect bridge to me of like modernized and originally what she looked like in the cartoon, because the original cartoon outfit is kind of plain, and all of these costumes, most of these costumes have some kind of embroidery or embellishment to make them look more realistic to what a princess would actually wear as opposed to just a costume. So that one definitely did that for Jasmine. Next up is Rapunzel. I love Rapunzel. I've actually grown to love her more and more as time has gone on because she's probably the princess I relate to the most. And I always just have interesting ideas of what I could do cosplaying her with her hair. I haven't done any of them yet, but one day I do want to make like a really long braided wig with her or something, like more of a black Rapunzel kind of thing with like long dreads or something like that. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. For this project, I just tried to make her hair look as realistic as possible. I've cosplayed Rapunzel before and I've made her braid wig. I honestly don't know where it is. So for this project, I just used a really long blonde wig that I have and kind of photoshopped it / cropped it to make it look like it's just her long hair. Her costume I also got from Hannah Castle store. It wasn't a custom, it was just a ordered a medium. And it's actually really nice quality and quite comfortable for what it is. And it just feels very accurate. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorites to just run around and wear. Next up is Ariel. I started wanting to cosplay Ariel more often when the new live action movie got announced and it was announced that Halle was gonna be playing her, and I just freaked out and was so happy, and I got so inspired by all of the art of Ariel with like dreads and just a black Ariel, and it looked so cute, so I immediately wanted to cosplay that. I actually got this costume specifically for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Halloween party last year. Was that last year? That was last year. I'm sorry, like I completely forgot how time works, which has been the norm for the past few months. Anyway, I got this costume then, and it's really pretty. Again, it is from Hannah Castle store. It is a custom item because I wanted something that I was sure was gonna fit me and look absolutely perfect for that Halloween day. Still fits me and looks absolutely perfect now. Probably my favorite custom dress too, because it has a corset in the back. The rest of the custom dresses have zippers or Velcro or some other kind of situation. This one has a corset, so it really can cinch me in when I put it on. I really like it. I've also done several types of hair for Ariel. For the Halloween party, I did it accurate and had like straight hair that had like a little bit of a curl to it. For this project, I did a straight up curly wig, and I've also taken photos with a dread wig too. So I've done all different types of hair for Ariel. Moving on is Moana. I love Moana. I was so excited when her movie came out. I actually never got good cosplay pictures of her until I had to do this project, because every time I would want to go get good cosplay pictures of her, I'd want to go to the beach. And every time I'd remember and think, oh, I should cosplay Moana and get good pictures as her, they would be cold. And I didn't want to go to the beach in that outfit. Cold. I also do have a Heart of Te Fiti necklace. I do not know where it is. I have looked all over my house. I bought a necklace. I wanted to cosplay her so bad. I did a Disney bound of her like when the movie was just announced, and I wanted it to be accurate, so I ordered like a game, like a board game off of Amazon, because it had a Heart of Te Fiti necklace in it, and they weren't actually making like that merch yet. So I had that, like one of the first pieces of like Moana merch they had made, and I do not know where it is. And I've also never played that game because I don't even know what it is. Like I looked at the description and it sounded very confusing. And up last we have Tiana, definitely one of my favorite princesses to cosplay for obvious reasons. Her costume is a Secret Honey costume that I also got from Hannah Castle store. I'm just gonna keep saying Hannah Castle store throughout this video. One of the first expensive Disney princess costumes I invested in, because she is the princess I look the most like due to my ethnicity, which, while that's never stopped me from cosplaying a princess before, since it's the princess I look the most like, of course I'm gonna spend the most money on her. Love this costume. Secret Honey costumes are basically like the couture of Disney princess costumes. Love them, love this. Moving on. And with that being said, that was all the princess costumes I had prior to deciding to do this video. Now we're gonna talk about all the costumes I had to buy to do this project. First costume I bought was Snow White. Probably the princess I very much never thought I would cosplay for obvious reasons. But honestly, the most popular one I've done for this project, definitely. I think her video has like 5 million hits on TikTok. I purchased her costume on Amazon. I didn't want to spend too much money on it, as you've been seeing some of the price tags in this video. I spent $90 on her, which is a lot, I'm aware, but for a Disney princess costume, it's honestly not that much. You'd be amazed how much Disney princess costumes, especially Disney princess costumes that look good, cost. Anyway, I got her costume. It's very good quality. For her hair, It was a mixture of laziness and because I wanted to put my own little spin on her. I always like to put a little bit of a spin on the princesses, especially the ones I don't look like. I used a curly textured wig and just kind of tucked it under to make it look like her little bob. And it actually ended up looking really cute. I also, when I posted her on Instagram, I called her Honey Brown instead of Snow White because like, yeah. And yeah, this was a surprisingly fun one, even though it was definitely one I was not looking forward to doing and one I didn't ever think I would do. Next, I did Sleeping Beauty, who I actually love, and I actually already owned a Briar Rose cosplay specifically with like the little corset and everything, also from Secret Honey, and I mostly got it because I think it was like $60 and that was really cheap, and I was already ordering other stuff, so I was like, I'll just throw that in there. So when I took pictures as Sleeping Beauty, I also took pictures of Briar Rose while I still had the makeup on. But anyway, for the outfit with the evil pointies, I got, I'm calling them that for a reason. I got it from Amazon also for $70, I believe. I'm probably wrong about that. But I picked the pink one also because pink is better than blue, fight me. And for her costume, in the picture that I'm going to show where I'm all the princesses at once, I couldn't find the crown I made, but I actually ended up making a crown to look exactly like hers for the cosplay picture I posted on Instagram out of like cardboard and stuff because I wanted it to look right. I couldn't find that crown I made when I took the official picture, but both actually look pretty cute. And her wig is actually a wig I got to do kind of a Disney bound of her at DragCon. I wanted to dress as like a cute thing, kind of characterize it, because you always see all these drag queens and like all these amazing outfits, and while I was working the Sugar Pill booth at DragCon, I wanted to do something fun. So I got a dress that looked a lot like Sleeping Beauty's dress, and I did like pink and blue splattered makeup on my face, and so the wig is actually left over from that. It just kind of looks similar to Sleeping Beauty's hair. Not really. I don't know what's going on with Sleeping Beauty's real hair. There's like two curls going on. I've seen cosplayers do it and I don't know what they're doing. They are amazing. Her hair and Ariel's hair. I don't know how they do it. A lot of hairspray, I'm assuming. Moving on. Cinderella was another custom made item I ordered from Hannah Castle Store. I promise this is not an ad for Hannah Castle Store. I have given them so much money that it's definitely not an ad, but I know it sounds like one. Anyway, costume came, it was beautiful. Cinderella, an iconic princess for sure. I love her choker. I've heard some people say it's tacky. They're wrong. It's cute. But anyway, she also doesn't have ears. Have you ever noticed that? She doesn't have ears. I don't know why I think that's so funny. She has no ears. It's just a headband and like, bloop. Anyway, for her pictures, I have them right here so I can show you. These glass slippers, which look absolutely gorgeous for a picture, felt comfortable for about 5 seconds. And then here's why they're evil. This butterfly that is glued on here. I got these on Amazon, by the way. A lot of people ask me where I got these and they were trying to get them themselves. If you wanted to just put in your house, which I heard a lot of people say, go for it. I'm sure it would look pretty. If you wanted to wear, do not wear them for longer than like 5 minutes or don't walk, because as your foot is in it and it helps expand like the plastic and make it more comfortable, which is great, it won't be able to expand where this butterfly is pinned, and it happens to be right on top of where your toes are. So your toes will try and push against this metal and it won't give, and it'll just like make it feel like your toes are about to fall off. I wouldn't be surprised if you wore these for like a few hours, your toenails actually did fall off. That got really graphic. Anyway, I pulled a Cinderella and ditched these shoes as soon as humanly possible after doing her shoot. Next is Belle, my favorite princess when I was a kid, because she was a reader and I read books and I was like, oh, she's a nerd like me. As I got older, that opinion shifted. I still love Belle, but like, I was definitely just a kid who was like, I like books, she likes books. Favorite Disney princess. Here's a nerdy picture of me as a 5-year-old cosplaying her. Here is another picture of me at 18 cosplaying her again. 18 or 21? I don't know if I'm 18 or 21 in this picture, and I will put it right here what I am. I don't remember. Anyway, I recreated that same picture for fun. This costume that I'm wearing in this picture is from Amazon and is actually a totally fine costume for Belle. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, and I didn't want to buy a second cheap Belle costume, and I also figured Belle's one of my favorite princesses. I want to get a nice costume for her. So I actually went ahead and invested in another Secret Honey costume. Got this one from eBay actually, because I don't think it was available in Hannah Castle Store, or it was actually really expensive and I found it cheaper on eBay. If you want to buy Secret Honey dresses, by the way, just Google the dress you want and kind of look around. I love Hannah Castle Store. They're very like they actually send me my stuff. I actually get it. I know ordering like from overseas can sometimes be scary. So since I found my supplier that I like, I just stick with her. But I've also ordered from eBay. I've also ordered secondhand from Depop for some of these items or other Secret Honey items. They also sell like Disney bound items. I've gotten secondhand on Depop before too. There's lots of places you can get these items, so just keep an eye out. Anyway, that dress, that Belle dress, retails for $500. I found on eBay for about $400. While I was looking on eBay, eBay gave me a coupon for 20% off, which brought the price down. And on top of that coupon, I just had like a random $150 credit sitting in my eBay account. So this ended up being the total price, and I was just like, sure, for whatever. And I ended up just spending that much money to get a $500 Belle costume, which I absolutely love. It looks amazing. And if again, you're wondering like, oh my God, $500 for a costume, what the heck? These costumes are made with such detail and like quality that they're basically colored wedding gowns. I own like several colored wedding gowns now, basically. So when you think of it that way and think of the fact that these are just ball gowns, like, yeah, they're Disney princesses, yeah, it's a costume, it's Halloween cosplay, whatever. They're basically ball gowns. So like you're gonna spend money. Anyway, for her, loved her costume. Her hair is not curly. It is curly in the parks. I'm pretty sure it's curly on like Belle dolls, and it's curly on like every picture I found of like somebody wearing the costume to sell it. But in the movie, it's not curly. It's just like, it's this texture. It's like this. It's like this slight wave. But I remembered it being super curly in my head. Mandela effect, I don't know. But anyway, I ordered like a super curly wig, which kind of fits with the fact that she's from France. And like in that time period, I think it would have been super curly. I'm talking too much about this. Anyway, love Belle, love my cosplay, moving on. So I included Anna and Elsa in this project because they're in the Wreck-It Ralph room, like I said. And because I knew if I didn't, I would not hear the end of it. So they're here. Anna, I didn't really have a problem with. I messed up. And when I decided I'm gonna do all the princesses that were in the Wreck-It Ralph room, okay, I just completely forgot that Anna doesn't wear her coronation outfit in that scene. She wears the outfit she wears like most of the movie when she's traveling. But my brain just didn't remember that, so I ordered her coronation outfit because I like it. I'm not the biggest fan of Frozen, and I like Anna, but like weirdly I like Anna in the first movie and Elsa in the second movie. I don't like Elsa in the first movie and I don't like Anna in the second movie. But I definitely love Anna's coronation gown, so I was excited to get that. Ordered this one from Amazon. It's weird because like it's actually okay quality for the price. I think it was like $60. The prices are listed. I honestly don't remember anymore. And while the skirt, and while like I said, it was pretty good quality for like that price, the fit is so weird. So the top doesn't fit me, like it's too big, and the bottom fits almost perfectly to the point where it's like cinching my waist a little bit, like it's a little tight on the waist. So I don't know what human would be able to fit this. It was like the bottom was a medium and the top was a large, which if anything, I get the reverse of that. But like, I don't know, that was weird. So if you want to order this costume, be aware that the fit's gonna be weird. I ended up just pinning it in the back, which is why it looks kind of weird in a lot of photos. But it was okay, I wouldn't recommend it. One of the lower quality costumes I got as far as fit went. And then we have Elsa, who I straight up didn't want to do. Because everyone does her, and I don't know why that bothers me. Also, she's not a princess. She's coronated a queen in like the first 10 minutes of the movie, so. But she still counts because she was in that room. Why is she in that room? Why wasn't there just a Frozen room? Because we needed Frozen in there to get the kids to come. Anyway, also, I was trying to do these videos on TikTok once a week, and some of my costumes kept getting delayed in the mail, so I had to buy some time. So I did Elsa. But I challenged myself, because I've been spending so much money on these costumes and so many people kept talking about how much money I was spending on these costumes, to do her for as little money as possible. Which ended up being like, I think $60 total. Her wig was completely whack when I got it, but like I styled it to look a little better. Her outfit, also very good quality for a Halloween costume that like a mom or like just someone who clearly doesn't care would wear. Like pretty good quality for that. Definitely not for like a cosplay, but if you just want to do an Elsa look, great costume to get. And so I got those two out of the way. Last was Merida, who a lot of people were very excited for me to cosplay, probably because of the big red wig. Her costume, by far the most comfortable. Literally pajamas. Every other costume I ripped off as soon as possible because it was itchy or tight. or big or constraining, whatever. Her costume I like kept on for an uncomfortable amount of time after I took her pictures. Like we came back from the park and I just sat in my bed and like chilled in her costume because it's literally just pajamas. It's nice and warm and fuzzy and just nice. So when I took her pictures, one of them I took shooting like a bow and arrow for like a cute action shot. Also just got it as a prop in general. I am not holding the bow right, and I know I'm not holding the bow right, and a lot of people commented about that. I actually took archery classes in high school. I know how to shoot a bow and arrow, but that toy one is like so hard to hold properly, and it's so hard to keep a shot properly that like there was no way for me to hold it and get a nice shot and like and hold it correctly. If I shot it the way I was holding it, I would have like sliced my hand off, but like, or maybe my fingers off, but like, you do what you have to do for the shot. Her costume also wasn't that expensive, same with her wig. To style her wig, I just kept combing it to filth until it got huge and ended up being really nice. So anyway, once I had all of my costumes acquired, I could finally do what I wanted to do, which was two things. One, recreate that scene from Wreck-It Ralph 2 where the princesses all question Vanellope about whether or not she's a princess, which you can see on my TikTok. I was going to insert it into this video, but then I remembered that Disney is quite litigious and would probably take my video down. So go see it on there. There's another video I made too that also has copyrighted sound, so go check those out. I also then edited together this nightmare picture, which took too long to shoot and too long to edit. Why? Because I wanted to make sure the lighting was consistent, so I did it all in one day. Here's how I did that. I did my basic Disney princess look, which was basically like an average of all the Disney princesses. Most of them aren't supposed to be wearing makeup, or they're wearing very, very, very light makeup. That wasn't gonna happen. I don't do that. So, and most cosplayers don't. When you see a cosplayer cosplay Disney princesses, they usually have heavy makeup on. What I basically did was average them out into a basic princess look, which if you want a tutorial on it, comment down below. But I averaged them out into a look that worked for all of them. It meant some of them might have had a little bit of a heavier look and some of them might have a lighter look than in their movies, or they were missing like one key feature, like Jasmine's really winged eyeliner or Belle's particularly glossy lips, but it worked for most of them and it made it so I didn't have to do too many makeup changes. Then there were two princesses that have just red lips, Snow White and Ariel. So I applied red lipstick for them and took their pictures. And then Tiana and Elsa actually have very similar makeup, all things considered. It's like a pinky purple eye and like pink lips-ish. Okay, Elsa's are pink, Tiana's are red, but if I do Elsa's pink on me, it's gonna look weird. So like I just kind of average them together, and when you do that, it looks right on both of them. It just looks like you're a little bit inaccurate. It's fine. It's fine for the photo. In the photo, you can barely see my face anyway. Then I made myself a background, removed the green screen, edited all the pictures together, and we get this image, which was the goal. The goal was that image. I wanted that image with me as every single Disney princess that I'm comfortable cosplaying. And now I'm done. This has been such a journey. It was much harder than I thought it was going to be, a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be, a lot more time consuming than I thought it was going to be, but very, very fun to do. I loved seeing people's reactions online. I've gotten tons of supportive and happy messages of people telling me that they're so happy to see somebody that looks like them cosplaying all these characters that don't necessarily represent them. I love the Disney princesses and I love dressing up as them. So I just had a whole bunch of fun doing this and I'm happy you guys enjoyed it too for the most part. I originally thought I was going to sell them all on Depop when I was done with them. Not all, but like all of the ones that I didn't really care about anymore or wasn't a big fan of on Depop when I was done. Now I'm not so sure. I'm gonna think about it. I will link my Depop in the description down below, and I'll probably post on Instagram or Twitter or somewhere. If I do ever put them up for sale, I'm probably not gonna do it right now. So as of the recording of this video, it's probably not gonna be done anytime soon. But definitely follow me if you want any of these costumes and like would like to buy them off of me. Right now though, I think I'm just going to keep them. If you want to see all of my journey of doing this, it's all documented on my TikTok. Every one of them has like the little cover photo with the Disney princess that I'm talking about, or all of the Disney princesses if I'm just talking generally about them. So go to It's Anarchy on TikTok to see all of that. Also, all of the professional, nice looking cosplay photos I took as the princesses are on Instagram, as well as that big family photo I took as all of the Princesses is on my Instagram and my Twitter. Basically, I'm just shouting myself out. Go follow me everywhere. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took me forever to make. I have been planning this forever. I actually had to refilm this video because the first time I recorded this part, all of it, all of the beginning got corrupted, and I just didn't want to redo just the beginning and then have me in a completely different outfit filming the rest of it. So I had to do this all over again. This has been like a whole long and arduous journey. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. My dog is walking through the mess of dresses that is on the floor, if you can hear that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.